That's an interesting area, Rahul. One of the typically a set of uh, outcomes for a program or degree program or even a course gets specified. And I'll take the example of a degree program where there's some learning outcomes associated with the program. And then there's a bunch of courses that are supposed to be supporting those outcomes. But what doesn't get done is to actually break the top level outcomes down into subsets of outcomes and then actually build the course according to whether those particular outcomes are being achieved or not. So from my perspective, something that, and that's a difficult thing to do, right? Take top level outcomes is students will learn teamwork. Well, in order to learn teamwork, and this is one, by the way, the teamwork outcome is part of a technical accreditation agency's requirement, right? You know, and they will be sensitive to economic and environmental conditions and the design of systems and so on and so forth. Breaking, how do you even get students to work on stuff that will lead them to that outcome? So the way that I would think would be to take the top level outcome, break it into sub outcomes, and then once you have that pathway or tree of sub outcomes and outcomes constructed, then you find out what material you want to teach. Now, this stuff that I just talked about, it's easy to say, it's really hard to do. So this is where I don't think an AI tool exists to my knowledge today, but if it can be used to create questions from content, I can see this being extended to help, first of all, to help with outcome mapping for a particular program, and then to assess, then to select the content that can be delivered, and then to assess student progress along that outcomes pathway, and having the ability to have the data consolidated in a single place instead of being distributed across multiple instructors. They can still look at that data in an integrated fashion. I think that would be very helpful. My one caution over here is sometimes there's a tendency to look too much on the data, and we get into this mode of surveilling students, which is not what you want to be doing. You don't want to limit their opportunities. You want to open up their opportunities. So again, it ties back a little bit to the ethical side of things, but I think there's a lot of power here with AI tools that can help student learning.